Let's talk about you at a party. Uh, I like parties. I like parties because I understand certain things about parties. For one, anytime you're in a situation where it's networking or a party that you're not just going there with a group of friends, uh, the want is to want to find your group. People want to find their group, their new people, their friends, or new friends, and things like that. Knowing this creates an interesting thing, like a supply and demand need. And let me explain right here. Say that you found a group of people that seem like they're laughing, they're having fun, everything's cool. They're like a group of 5 of them or something, and they're like, oh, there's a lot of energy. I'm going to go towards that direction. That's like the natural feeling that we all have, but we should actually go counter to this. And I'll tell you why. Because that group of 5 doesn't really need you. That group of 5 is already content. They got their group of 5. They got their people. They're already rolling and going and having a good time. You could, want to get into that group. A great way is just calling it out and just basically bawling into the group and being like, hey, can I join you guys? That way you can already assess from the get-go whether it's success or failure, whether they're open to new members joining in, or whether they're already full and be like, who the F are you? Either way, you know the score. It saves you time. I like that strategy just because I'm bold of heart like that and I don't waste a single moment. But I don't know. It's not for everybody, but it's an idea if that's something you want. If you do really want to go into that group too, it's usually good to go into that group with some sort of gift. And what do I mean by gift? I don't mean like a present, in like a box or something. I mean like you have something to offer coming into the group with. Sometimes it is a physical thing. Maybe you have like extra bottles of water or something, and you're coming into the group is like, does anybody want some water? Things like that. Those are great entries into groups, but like I was saying earlier, forget about groups. Like I said, they already have what they need. They already have what they want. What I often do at parties, and is extremely great, is I find the people that are not with a group. I find the people that are alone, and I find out what they're about. I find out, oh, you are a fashion designer named Liz. That's amazing. Blah blah blah. You style people. Oh, you're like a wardrobe stylist person or whatever the deal is with that. And then I find, Tim, who is by himself, who's like a film director or something. And then, I mingle around, and if I found Tim second, then maybe I introduce, hey, Tim, do you know Liz? Here, let me introduce you. And I move them, I move Tim to where Liz is. And, I was like, Liz, I would like you to meet Tim. He's a director. Tim, this is Liz. She does fashion. You never know when you might need her for a shoot. And people love that because not only have they made a little bit of a friend in you, kind of, just a little acquaintance meeting at a party, but you're also presenting them in a great light to somebody else. And they usually have that ice-breaking conversation with somebody else in a safe way. They don't have to go out on a limb and like risk rejection or all these things. They can just simply accept your gift of being introduced to another person, which is so gold. So yeah, I mean, you guys go to parties, right? Uh, I don't know. I've been staying in like more and more the older I get. But let me know. Let me know what you guys do. Do you guys have any kind of strategy or game or like any sort of, thing that you're aware of? Because I hate to think of it as game. I mean, like, what I really see it as is like tools of awareness, because all that I'm doing is like being aware of people's needs and where people are at, and like listening in that way and knowing how to respond when I see that common thing. uh, and knowing what helps, because, yeah. So yeah, I mean, let me know how you guys help. Let me know what you do when you're at a party and you want things to go well, or the things you do to like meet new people, or go into groups and really make it a great experience, rather than sit back and be like, well, I hope this is good. Like, what are your additions, gifts, or ways that you're a great person to have at the party? And yeah, let me know what you think of mine too. And yeah, I usually encourage you guys to stick around, and I will encourage you to stick around and subscribe if you want to, but I'm really thinking that I would love, if anybody lives in Los Angeles, that we make some kind of arrangement or meeting to meet in person, if that's possible. And just, just a few of us get together. It's a small community and small enough to send like an invite out. I'm not sure exactly how to do it, so if you guys have any ideas, comment on that too, possibly, or even just send me a private message. Comment might actually be better, because then the whole community can kind of see and chime in. Reply! And all that jazz. Oh man, too much. But yeah, so I'm thinking it would be cool to actually have like a party. Let me know if you dig that, and how you think that would be best possible, or if that's a good idea or bad idea. I will, I don't know, see you in the next video, and who knows, maybe for the subscribers, I'll even see you at a real life party. Thank you.